What's good, guys? It's your boy, Mr. OK. Izzy coming back at y'all again. Once again, appreciate y'all for tuning in. Uh, it's an early one today. It's an early one. It's an early one today. And today we are going to be speaking on modern women getting destroyed on Mr. Goodbread show, basically with facts, and also there's competent men out here that understand the nature of modern women. So without further ado, I want you guys to get into the video with me. Now hit that like button, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. I ain't got time to play with them, man. We're gonna get right on into it. Shout out to Mr. Goodbread for this content, man. Shout out to Mr. Goodbread. We're gonna be reviewing a certain segment of the video, but if y'all want to catch that full stream, go ahead and skate to Mr. Goodbread show, and it's called "Are Modern Men Going Overseas to Trick on Underage Modern women, basically." So if y'all want to catch that full live stream, go skate onto his page. Don't forget to subscribe to his page as well, because that was one of my favorite lives of this month as well. Entertaining, very informative, so y'all skate on over there. But without further ado, we're gonna get right on into it. Let's go.
No, he will tell you no or yes.
And he be talking to him. He be telling them about the bitch. He be telling them about the bitch, but they just still gotta go the other way.
Hey, La, let me ask you something, La. Let me ask you something, La, because it's rarely women on the panel, and you know what I'm saying, that we could just ask questions and get a woman's point of view. But like, say, so all these women are they looking to be modern, right? Everybody wants to be modern nowadays, right?
Not everybody, but I would say most of them.
Well, most of them. And they're promoting this modern lifestyle.
Let me say this. What is your definition of a modern woman? Because I'm gonna be honest, I just now, like at first I was like, initially I thought a modern woman was a woman with a job. I'm like, Ruth.
That's not a bad question. I'm gonna give her credit. At least she was, willing to have that conversation. Okay. What is the definition of a modern woman? Let's get into it. And no, it's not simply a woman just working. A lot of modern women love to work because they want to take the man's role, but that's simply not what a modern woman is. There's multiple factors that you got to plug in when it comes to being a modern woman. It's not only you working a job, okay?
I had to.
She was in the field working, so I mean, women.
I had to listen. I had to, because I don't use these terms.
I feel like a modern.
I know what a modern woman is. Can I answer that?
Go ahead.
A modern woman is living.
Your mom's a hoe. Your mom's a hoe.
And
okay.
This is the thing though about Lilith,
right?
But
Lilith is not in the Bible, so wouldn't Eve be a modern woman? Because she's the
no. Eve is too accountable to be the modern woman. She's the old-fashioned woman. She's the old-fashioned woman.
Eve was disobedient.
Yeah, all women are.
Okay.
All women are curious. All women are curious. But Eve was
accountable. So what would you say?
Second, we got to talk about that. We got to talk about that. Oh my God. We got to talk about that. Eve was disobedient. We understand that. That don't mean she was modern. Okay. Eve did her thing. Eve did her role. When God gave Eve them punishments, Eve took that in. Eve didn't turn around and say, I'm not doing this, God. I'm going to just do my own thing. My bad, guys. My bad. I clicked the back button on accident. But yeah, Eve didn't say, all right, you know what? I'm just going to go do my own thing. Yeah, God said, my husband rules over me. Yeah, God said, and pain shall, birth children, etc. I'm going to take that. I'm going to take that one on the chin. That's what Eve said. Let's not complicate common sense. That's why I'm glad Mr. Goodbread parked her on that and had to let her know exactly who the fuck a modern woman is.
What would you say Kim K is? What would you say Kim K is? She's a Jezebel. So is she modern or traditional? Modern or traditional?
She modern.
Okay, well, now let's go with that. Now, the modern woman, everybody wants to be a Kim K. Everybody looks up to these type of people, right? And
I
most
don't
of
know why.
these, I'm just saying, because it looks appealing and the lifestyle and whatever, because they want material things, they want the glitz.
Stop it. Get some help.
You know why? Y'all ladies know exactly why women look up to them. It's the same way you wear skin tight clothing. It's the same way women are running around here showing their ass, showing titties, showing all their figure. That's that same energy we're speaking on. So yes, you do know. Okay, you do know.
Stop it. Get some help.
And most of these, I'm just saying, because it looks appealing and the lifestyle and whatever, because they want material things, they want the glitz and the glamour and
Exactly.
attention
Can I
and
just
whatever the case
interject
may
real
be.
quick
Exactly.
with your permission? I just want to say
Go ahead.
one thing.
Go ahead.
When it comes to being, my definition of a high value man is completely different from what everyone else is saying.
Oh,
And
you
I'm gonna
see
say
that
why
now?
a high
Now
value man.
you see you got caught. God damn it, you got caught. Every time you have this conversation with women, guys, somehow a man gets brought into that. What we speaking on the modern woman right now. Let's get that concrete definition. Let's get you to agree on something real quick. Let's get you to at least agree with us what that modern woman is. Now we got to know what a high value man is. And these they talk about is high value men, not traditional men, but the high value men. So a traditional woman in these ladies' minds is equivalent to a high value man, but they don't realize, God damn it, these high value men represent Lucifer. So you trying to make that a parallel argument is only digging yourself deeper in the hole.
Stop it. Get some
Has
help.
absolutely
Go ahead. Go ahead.
from what everyone else is saying. And I'm gonna say why a high value man has absolutely nothing to do with money. You want to know why? Bible says it's hard for a rich man or woman to get into heaven.
Okay, okay, okay.
There's
Okay.
a
Yo,
reason
I'm trying to
why.
I'm trying to
Because
I'm
when
trying to
people
get
get
I'm
money,
trying to get to this
okay, my
point.
bad, my bad. I'm
I'm
sorry,
trying to
man.
get to
I'm
this
sorry.
point
I'm sorry,
when I'm talking about the
Okay, so she said her definition of a high value man isn't a man that get money. Well, I'm sorry, ma'am. That's the definition of it today. That's like me saying a modern woman is my definition of a modern woman is tradition. High value man by definition means he got money, means he has some type of financial power. Has nothing to do with what she just said. That's a traditional man.
modern woman, and it seems like the modern woman is a common conversation that comes up in these spaces. You see it in the titles all the time. You see people talking about modern and traditional.
Professor says, okay, a high value man doesn't mean that because he has money that he's evil. To assume that rich man can't get into heaven is assuming that he loves money and a high value man doesn't love money. I agree with you on that. I agree with you on that. But like, let's just keep it real, okay? Let's just keep it goddamn real. Most high value men today are Lucifer. All right. You don't hear about these high value men that you're speaking on right now. They somewhere under a rock because they got their money and they're doing it the traditional way. They have a wife at the house and shit like that. These type of high value men you're speaking on, we don't see them. We see mainly your Kevin Samuels types of guys or Andrew Tates. These are the high value men that I'm speaking on, and it's a plethora of them and a minority of the ones you're speaking on. I agree with you. I agree with you, Professor. But I could say those are the men I'm speaking on. The majority of high value men today got Lucifer spirit. Okay. He says, I'm sorry, but that's actually incorrect because it's the love of money that's the root of all evil. It's not a person who has money that's evil. I have tons of fucking money and I'm not evil. Right. And so if the shoe don't fit you, Professor, I'm not speaking on you. I'm speaking on the high value men who she compared to the traditional man. A high value man, by definition, is not equivalent to the traditional man. A traditional man can have money and riches and do what you are saying, Professor. I agree with you. We in agreement here. But let's be honest. Let's keep it real. Most high value men are Lucifer today.
Oh my God!
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
When I'm talking about the modern woman,
It's a debate.
and
Let's
it
do it.
seems like the modern woman is a common conversation that comes up in these spaces. You see it in the titles all the time. You see people talking about modern and traditional. You know what I'm saying? So what is traditional?
Good points, by the way,
Traditional
Professor.
is Mrs. Goodbread. Mrs. Goodbread is a traditional woman. She does not care to be
some everybody can. I mean, but everybody
Candace
can
Owens.
relate to.
Candace Owens.
Candace Owens is a coon. I hate that bitch.
Yeah, but she is traditional.
I mean, yeah, but
she's a traditional woman.
Okay.
And you see, the fact that we all have our let you know what I just said. They all got some shit with them. All women are curious,
right?
Well, nobody is perfect. So I mean,
let me hit
that.
this point, y'all.
Don't hit him with that. Nobody's perfect. You what you said earlier is what you said earlier. It's female nature. Ain't nobody's perfect. It's female nature. So when Eve bit the apple and all that, and she was disobedient, that didn't necessarily just turn her into a non-traditional woman or turn her into, a Lilith. Okay, because we understand it's female nature to be curious. The traditional woman is curious, which is why her being under the direct leadership of a man is imperative. That way he can guide her and lead her in the right direction. Okay. Goodbread says she spit the poverty playbook. The Bible say material won't get you in, won't get you in, has nothing to do with money. Nothing to do with money. That's what the church used to use to keep the people poor. Right. They guess what it's called, Mr. Goodbread? It's called prosperity. It's called prosperity preaching.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
Highly suspicious. I find it highly suspicious that they go around preaching money when God never said anything about the money when it came to worshiping him. Aviative View says that the traditional high value men are married to foreign women. Passport been winning since the 70s. I'm gonna have to disagree with that. The traditional high value men, if you look during the 1960s, right, and the 70s, black men were, you know what I'm saying, and even the 50s. Let's go further back. And in the 50s, there was a lot of high value black men. There was a lot of high value men. They didn't go across seas to get a wife. These women were stay-at-home wives. So I get where you're coming from, but the traditional high value man don't have to go travel with a passport to get a wife. He didn't have to travel to do that. Of course, it's circumstantial because of what we got going on today. But the traditional high value man, we even have some of them still here today, don't have to go travel nowhere to get a wife. Okay. Let me take some time right here to read some of the comments real quick. Oh, no, you know what? We got to some of them already. Let me read this. Professor says also power like Genghis Khan is a Lucifer, right? I agree with that. Had thousands of women. Definitely, he had thousands of women. Goodbread said this is why the most religious countries are the poorest, and law is manipulated off church indoctrination. Precisely. I'm gonna have to give you one of those, Mr. Goodbread. Hold on real quick.
Told the truth.
What do they say? What do they say? What do they say? What do they say? Is this not the truth? Have I not been saying this? Did y'all not see this? What did it say? Did we just read it? Right, exactly. Haven't I been telling the truth? What do they say? Is this saying that I'm up here lying to you?
We ain't here to crab leg, guys. We here to give y'all the truth with the proof.
Yeah, but
she's a traditional woman.
Okay.
And you see, the fact that we all have our
all right, now this your third time coming late, fourth time you suspended. You know I'm fucking with you, my boy. You know I'm fucking with you.
Let you know what I just said. They all got some shit with them. All women are curious.
Right.
Well, nobody is perfect. So I mean,
let me hit this point, y'all. I'm trying to get examples of what traditional and modern is, and we talk about it all the time. So it seems like it should be easy to point out some kind of example of what it is. We talk about this shit every day, and we don't know what the example is. We don't know a good example of what this is.
Yeah, I'm telling you, a modern woman.
I mean, but we don't know what. But we don't know what to look for if we just looking at spirits. Is something that you can't really.
Check it. Yeah, I got it.
Okay, now listen. Okay, check this out. Check this out.
Check it. I got it. Right, look, you got your modern woman. You got your modern woman white.
And Goodbread, you know what I'm gonna hit it with, yeah, because it's getting spicy. Oh my God, God damn it, this conversation is getting spicy. You know what I'm gonna get at though? 1 Timothy chapter 2:12. I suffer a woman not to teach, but to learn in silence, especially in the presence of a man. It also goes on to say, nor should a woman usurp authority over a man. And she should be taking in juice right now. But we ain't gonna get to that. We ain't even gonna get to that.
White girl is taking. I got it. Right, look, you got your modern woman. You got your modern woman white girl is Kim Kardashian. Your modern woman black girl is Jada Pinkett. Then you have your modern men. You know what I mean? And that high value shit don't mean nothing to an alpha male.
Precisely.
The only title men should be worrying about is Alpha Sigma. All that high value shit is nothing.
So, as far as a traditional woman, what is her role with the man?
To inspire her man, and to help meet. She's the help meet.
Point blank.
She is the help meet. That's what God.
Modern women can't do that. Is that what you're saying?
Modern don't want to do that. They want to be independent.
They don't want to do it today. They don't want to do it. Modern women, they don't want to be your help me. They want, you know what? I ain't gonna spoil it. I ain't even gonna spoil it. Y'all gonna hear it in this modern woman mind state. They don't want to be your help me. They don't want to stay in the marriages. They want to go half with you on shit so they can have something in the cut for them. That's not a help me. That's not a motivation. See, most of us men have to be self-motivated and stoic to a degree today because women are not doing it at all. And I'm not saying we absolutely need a woman to motivate us to be on our purpose. What I am saying is a traditional woman's motivation is God's gift. I can tell you that. And they not trying to give us that gift because they don't want that gift. They don't want it. They don't want to be traditional, if y'all get what I'm saying.
And that goes against
modern women can't do that. Is that what you're saying?
Don't want to do that. They want to be independent. And that goes against what God asks.
They want to lead. They want to be the nigga.
Okay.
Yeah, they want to, and that's Lilith. That's feminism. Okay. That's Lilith. That's modern women.
So like say a modern design house, right? Now you got electronics in there, you got different faucets, you got different piping, electric type shit, and we consider that modern, right? So what are men, like, say, what is a man supposed to do in that kind of situation?
He should be fasting and praying and seeking the Holy Spirit so that God can lead him to the right woman. Because I'm gonna tell you straight up, if he leans towards his own understanding, because you got to remember, our mind is not like God. If we lean towards our own understanding, we will be lost every time. And God
says that.
So therefore,
God is not the spirit of confusion.
Yes,
he's not a confuser. That's Satan.
Right. So therefore, so you say
you didn't crab leg right there. I'm gonna keep it real. She didn't crab leg. That wasn't no crab leg. She. You know what? I'm gonna give her this. I'm gonna give her this real quick.
Told the truth.
What do they say? What do the truth? What do they say? What do they say? What do they say? Is this not the truth?
I'm gonna give her that. She didn't crab leg right there, and I appreciate the fact that she didn't crab leg right there. Let me get to some of these comments. Shout out to the people in the building, by the way. We got Professor in the building. We got Mr.Goodbread in the building. Salute to you. Aviated Sounds in the house. That's what I'm talking about. My boy Killer Kawabo. My bad about MGTOW Monday, man. I had too much going on. My bad about that. We got him in the house. We got Tola in the building. And we got the OG Gerald Jelks in the building. Let me start with this comment. He says, but remember, the Bible was given to the slaves in 1611. That's a fact. The Bible was given to the slaves in 1611, but that doesn't take away from what it was. See, the Bible is a basic instruction before leaving earth. People call it that. The Bible is a guide. The Bible was put together by men of wisdom, right? So the Bible ain't just one book, it's a couple of books that were put together. Because it was given to the slaves doesn't take away from the righteousness it had in it. You're right about that. The evil people did take over. I forgot the name of them. I don't know if it was the Sphinx or whatever, but back in back in the days of antiquity, there were a lot of Christian missionaries who were evil that used the Bible for evil. That doesn't take away from the traditional righteousness that the Bible preaches, though. It doesn't. So basically, what they did was stole and plagiarized our shit, but it's still our shit. It's still righteousness, if you will. So you 100% spot on when you say the Bible was given to slaves in 1611. You spot on with that. But what's in that Bible wasn't written by these slave masters. Quabo says they don't want to do it. They don't want to do it. She's shaking my head. Yeah, they don't want to be traditional. You're absolutely correct. Gerald Jeff says they've been trained like animals in a house. Professor says 1455. The Bible was translated and pointed or printed in Mainz, Germany, about a half hour from my house. If you guys remember, I was talking about Carteria. This is the mud floods in the 1500s during the first rounds to the United States. When the Spanish come in, they were already building here. Okay. That's a conversation we can have. That's a conversation we can have. Let's get back into the video, guys.
And
He
God is
says
not the
that.
So
It's
spirit
a
of
verse.
therefore,
It's a
so
verse
God.
that
so
says
God
that.
is not
therefore,
God is not the spirit of confusion.
Yes.
He's not a confuser.
so
That's Satan.
right. So therefore, so you saying that type of man is he's powerless with these type of women.
Who?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
The average man.
The
The average
average.
man isn't seeking
The
God. So yes, an ungodly man is
No,
going to be powerless.
what I'm saying is when he deals with this modern woman, he's out of his element, right?
Yes. Because think about it, Adam. Think about it. Yes. Because Adam, he told on this modern woman because the modern woman didn't want to have sex. Didn't want to let him have sex with her from the back, and she only wanted to be on top in a dominant position. She wanted to rule over him. That's why he told on her. That's why she
So
divested. That's why I say modern women are
where
living.
the sex positions coming from?
Huh?
That's in the. Wait, I'm confused.
she said, is that in the Bible? The hitting it from the back?
I got it. He know we had a conversation, so he knows if he say something.
Yeah.
Like,
You know,
okay,
she know the colorfulness of me, of my character. It's not about hitting it from the back. She wanted to have the dominant position. She wanted to be on top during sex.
I get what
You don't find that
all the
suspicious.
time.
Now,
You know what I mean?
what I'm saying,
You don't find
I'm
that.
saying is, what is it about these men that attract them to this so-called modern woman?
Their mother.
It's the
Their
lust.
mother is one.
Okay,
Their mother is a Lilith. Their mother is a Lilith.
So when we call ourselves Captain Saberho, when we trying to help a woman and direct a woman, we call it, you know, they call it a simp and a Captain Saberho. What is it then when we trying to save this dude that's attracted to hoes and strippers?
Okay,
what are we trying to convince to him?
When a man who
that's brotherhood. We trying to help our brother. We trying to help our brother.
A man trying to help a woman, it does not make him a simp. It's when you are trying to help a woman who is undeserving. If there's a wayward woman who wants to be on the right path, that's different. But when you out here trying to save a woman who don't want to be saved, then you're a simp. You don't want to be saved, and she doesn't want your help, nor does she deserve it.
Because you're resistant in the sin.
Where is it written? But where is it written that we determine whether she's deserving or not?
What you mean?
The Bible will tell you.
The Bible will tell you that. Honestly, to tell you the truth, guys are supposed to let the woman go to God too. We're not supposed to be chasing no woman that's not looking and seeking God. You know what I mean? That's how you know. You'll know because of her actions. Her actions will tell you she's a God-seeking woman, and then that's the woman you go after. Guys are going after women that are doing the opposite of what God said. They going after.
What? So my question is, why are they doing that? Because they know that this is not. This is the same woman that you complaining about that you call the
men that are doing these things,
but these dudes are
seeking God. So what is it?
You got to remember, it's a spiritual game. It's a spiritual warfare.
If two people are not serving God, they're gonna come together because they're both ungodly. So that unrepentantness in them is what attracts them to each other. He ain't seeking God. She ain't seeking God neither. A godly man who's seeking God, he's not gonna want nothing to do with a woman who is not seeking first the kingdom.
Yeah, so they're gonna sit around and complain. They're gonna sit around and complain about each other.
Yes,
And that's what it goes back to what you said.
And call
It
each
go
other
back
names.
to the gender war.
Yes.
Remember, the gender war is between hell of a sons, mama raised boys, and mama raised girls. It's between hell of a sons and prostitutes. Chicks that want to be entitled, chicks that feel entitled to niggas, and niggas that feel entitled to women. It ain't got a goddamn thing to do with alpha males and conservative minded females. Nothing.
Okay, let me just cut through the crap. La, if you had a man, if you found that man that you that you desired to marry and live the rest of your life with, what would the situation be as far as, because we see
the bell about to get him. He about to get him. That's a good question. Let's dig deep into the mind of the response of this, I would argue, modern woman. Let's dig into her mind. Let's see her logic. Go ahead, Bill.
desire to marry and live the rest of your life with, what would the situation be as far as, because we see what's mine is mine, what's yours is yours, and all that.
When you get married, you're no longer two but one flesh. So there's no such thing as mine.
See, her problem is she has a masculine energy already, so she's ready to cut in every time. And this is what I speak on when I speak on emotional intelligence. It comes from a logic-based mind state. When you're listening to respond, you are not really listening to receive. 1 Timothy chapter 2 and 12. I suffer a woman to teach, not to teach, but to learn in silence. You can't learn in silence if you keep cutting in and talking over somebody, especially a man. You can't do that.
Live the rest of your life with. What would the situation be as far as, because we see what's mine is mine, what's yours is yours, and all that.
When you get married, you're no longer two but one flesh. So there's no such thing as mine and yours. When we come together in marriage, what happens to your account? Technically, it would be our account.
Oh, it's true. It's damn true.
But let me tell you straight like this. I am not in favor of joint accounts. His money, he can have it separate. And I'm going to tell you why. It's because that's a real risky thing to do nowadays.
So it's going to be
with the divorce rate.
So well, hold on, wait. We ain't gonna talk about the divorce rates and the climates and all that, right? Because now you found that man that you are trying to do your thing with.
You see what I'm saying? Good shit, Bill. Good way to park her ass right there, because this is a modern woman tactic. He specifically asked her, if you found that person who you desire to spend the rest of your life with, etc. He's asking on that, and the first thing she does is speak on divorce rates, etc., etc. Already thinking with an exit plan mind state. I told y'all the other day on my live, this is how modern women think. They go into it with an exit plan. They go into marriages and relationships with an exit plan. Okay, that's why that was a perfect part that the Bell just did right there. Let's kind of skate back.
Will be our account.
And live the rest of
conservative minded females. Nothing.
Okay, let me just cut through the crap. La, if you had a man, if you found that man that you that you desired to marry and live the rest of your life with, what would the situation be as far as, because we see what's mine is mine, what's yours is yours, and all that.
When you get married, you're no longer two but one flesh. So there's no such thing as mine and yours. When we come together in marriage, what happens to your?
See, that's another modern woman mind state that she said right there. I heard it. There's no such thing as that. What's mine is yours. No, that's not true. See, you can't think like a man, and you're thinking from a woman's standpoint. A man that marries a woman, guess what, ma'am? What's mine is yours. That's why you move into my crib. That's why you take my last name. Now that's your last name too. Huh? Am I tripping
Oh
right
my
now?
God.
Am I tripping right now? These are basic things. You take my last name. That's my last name. Now it's yours. My finances are yours now too. I get you pregnant. That seed that I put in you, that you spit my child, that's yours too. I gave you a child. So what's mine as a man eventually becomes yours as a woman if we do it the right way. We're not gonna play games over here. We ain't gonna do that.
Stop it. Get some help.
You know, you know, what's mine is mine, what's yours is yours, and all
That's when
that.
you
But
get married, you're no
so
longer
when we,
two, but one flesh. So
I
there's
feel
no
you.
such thing as
So
mine and yours.
when
There's
we
no such
come,
thing with
so
you and
when
I.
we come together in marriage, what happens to your account?
Technically, it would be our account.
Oh, it's true. It's damn
Uh,
true.
But let me tell you straight like this: I
Mhm.
am not in
she
favor of.
just contradicted herself. You said, ain't no what's mine is yours crap. But now technically it would be our account. This is a masculine. Women, you juggle with your mind state when you try to think masculine and feminine.
Of joint accounts. His money, he can have it separate, and I'm gonna tell you why. It's because
Right.
that's a real risky thing to do nowadays.
So
In
it's
this
gonna be the
climate
just
with the
this.
divorce rate,
So well, hold on, wait. We ain't gonna talk about the divorce rates and the climates and all that, right? Because now you found that man that you
uh-huh.
are trying to do your thing with.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now, so when we find that traditional shit, do we still
Mm-hmm.
have the insurance of prenups and mine? What's mine is mine,
I
and
would
what's
get a
yours is
prenup.
yours.
Well, well, when we come together, there's none of that. Would I keep our bank account separate? Yes, I would. Why? Because what happens if he backslides?
So what's the difference of being modern and traditional?
Getting a prenup doesn't mean that you're not traditional.
It's not the question
Having
now.
two separate bank accounts doesn't mean that you're not traditional. She's still cooking, cleaning,
Okay.
and sucking dick.
What? You see what I'm saying, guy? What did she just say?
Getting a prenup doesn't mean that you're not traditional. Having two separate bank accounts doesn't mean that you're not traditional. She's still cooking, cleaning,
Okay.
and sucking dick.
Whatever
I
the
mean,
man.
She say she's still cooking, cleaning, and sucking dick. These are the basic. These are the things that these modern women boil down tradition to. As long as I'm sucking his penis, cooking and cleaning, then everything else that I do is null and void. I can have my own bank account. I could be my own independent person, which would incentivize me to, have one foot in and one foot out because I don't depend on my husband. I depend on myself. I'm just married to him to play this traditional look. She's still cooking, cleaning, sucking dick. Thoughts do that. 304s do that.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
Side pieces do that. I had plenty females come to my crib and do that, and I ain't have to marry them. See, you can't just boil down tradition to cooking, cleaning, and sucking penis. These are basic biological things that we do. These are basic survival things. And I ain't talking about the sucking penis part. I'm talking about the cooking and cleaning part. The fuck? The hell out of here, man. She slid past the question. Yo, she definitely did. She definitely
You
did.
don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
Come on, man. Stop playing. You got to pickpocket between these modern women. And this is why I had to do this video today because I love it, like how they came at her. You're not finna play with men on the righteous fear side. You ain't gonna play with us. Most of us, at least.
and traditional.
Getting a prenup doesn't mean that you're not traditional. Having two separate bank accounts doesn't mean that you're not traditional. She's still cooking, cleaning,
Okay.
and sucking dick.
Whatever
I
the
mean,
man need her to do
everybody
Exactly.
gonna do that.
is whatever
Exactly.
the
Everybody
man
But
gonna
is
do that.
That's a
traditional.
fact.
but
But
look
okay,
at it
so
like this.
now,
Solomon was the wisest, aside from Jesus. Solomon was full of wisdom. And what happened to him? Even he backslid away from God. If Solomon could do it, who's to say that this man can't do it? I'm not saying that I wouldn't love that man, but at the end of the day, none of us are perfect beings. In the event that he backslides and turns away from God, this nigga's not about to clear out my account. And I would not clear out his. I'm not that type of person.
But see, to get to my point is
we caught her. We caught her. She just tried to, you see that? And that's not good to do. She manipulated the Bible. And I'm going to translate the womanese for you guys right now. She basically has a backup plan. 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I just told y'all. In the event of this example, Solomon did this and did that. In the event of whoever turning their back on her or cheating on her, or she feel this way, she want to have some type of security put away. Incentivized to be incentivized to get out of the relationship already.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
Let them speak for more than 5 minutes, more than 5 minutes, and they're gonna let you know exactly whether or not they Eve or they one of these modern women out here, and they just can't help but expose themselves. Oh, we just called it just now.
Who's to say that this man can't do it? I'm not saying that I wouldn't love that man, but at the end of the day, none of us are perfect beings. In the event that he backslides and turns away from God, this nigga's not about to clear out my account.
And remember, guys, Goodbread brought up a good point that had nothing to do with the topic. And then the bell had asked her a damn question. You feel me? Asked her a damn question about a traditional man, and she went straight to the derogatory.
Can't do it. I'm not saying that I wouldn't love that man, but at the end of the day, none of us are perfect beings. In the event that he backslides and turns away from God, this nigga's not about to clear out my account. And I would not clear out his. I'm not that type of person.
But see, to get to my point is, are you still going to be working?
Yes.
Okay, so when you work, when you bring that check home, who are you going to give it to?
Who works for it?
There you go. See? I mean, what's the difference?
Who works for it?
What's the difference?
No, listen to me. If we're gonna go to the Bible, right?
No, he worked for his, you work for yours.
Man.
So everything's gonna stay separate.
Let me finish.
Go ahead.
According to the Bible, right? Once I get married, I really don't have to work if I don't want to, because the Bible does not command for the wife to work. It commands for the husband to work by the sweat of his.
According to the Bible, she says she really don't have to work if she don't want to. So now you juggling between your roles. So now you know you got that in your pocket. Because the water's starting to boil on you. So now you want to use that. According to the Bible, you don't have to work if you don't want to. We know that, but you want to work. You want to have your 50-50. You want your own bank account. That's a whole contradiction of what you just said.
Go ahead.
According to the Bible, right? Once I get married, I really don't have to work if I don't want to, because the Bible does not command for the wife to work. It commands for the husband to work by the sweat of his brow, not me. But
okay, so if it don't command for you to work, why do you want to have your own bank account? Why do you want to have your own money coming in? Why do you want to juggle between your roles if it's only us that God ordained to work and provide for the family? Why do you want to be the one to do that then? You shouldn't even want a part of that. Do your thing, ladies. But if you're going to speak according to God, you better be according to God.
Because the Bible does not command for the wife to work. It commands for the husband to work by the sweat of his brow, not me. But it's not a sin if I do continue to work. So I would continue to work, because what happens if he gets sick or something happens? What happens if there's a recession? What happens if he loses his job? Now I'm his help me. I gotta help, which means I gotta pay these bills, which I have no problem doing. I wouldn't quit my job. It's different now. With inflation, everything is expensive. Me personally, I believe that the household bill should be split 50-50, and the man is still the head. That's just my personal opinion. That's just my personal opinion. Because if the man can pay for everything, why the fuck are you there? Yeah, you can cook and you can clean, but I'm single, right? My house is spotless. I cook and I clean. Nothing would change if I was in a relationship. Only thing is, I'm gonna have to make 2 plates instead of 1. That's the only difference. But to get back to what I was saying, biblically, he is the provider, not me. So my check.
So let's hear that one more time. She contradicts herself. You know, if she speaks in doubles, man.
So I wouldn't quit my job. It's different now. With inflation, everything is expensive. Me personally,
I wouldn't quit my job. Let's continue.
I believe that the household bill should be split 50-50, and the man is still the head. That's just my personal opinion. That's
What?
just my personal opinion. Because if the man can pay for everything, why the fuck are you there? Yeah,
If the man can pay for everything, why the F are you there? I don't understand that question.
you can cook and you can clean, but I'm single, right? My house is spotless.
Mm-hmm.
I cook and I clean. Nothing would change if I was in a relationship. Only thing is, I'm gonna have to make 2 plates instead of 1. That's the only difference.
Now,
But
guys,
to get back to what I was saying, biblically, he is the provider, not me. So my check, if we're gonna keep it biblical, is really not none of his business. But that's my
What?
husband.
What?
The
this is
Wait a
true.
Bible,
minute.
This is true.
So,
Oh,
according to
hold
so
the
on,
see,
Bible,
hold on,
according to the
hold on.
Bible, the man is
She's
the
right though.
provider.
I'm not in the according.
Oh, it's true.
Hold on,
It's
wait a
damn.
second. You gotta break that down. Hold on, man. You gotta break that down though. That has to be broken down. Look, see, Goodbread, he say traditional women still work though. Yeah, my disagreement is when she said, even like the part where she was like, if a man can provide for you 100%, why are you there? That don't take away from, like, so I can agree with what you're saying. That don't mean she shouldn't work on anything. That don't mean she should be lazy. Shout out to Killer Kawabo. He tells me a story all the time. His mom and his father, they raised him, and his father worked for the whole week, and his mom worked on weekends. But for the majority of the time, she was the one that raised the children, and they balanced it out perfectly fine. So, that's a debatable type of question, topic right there. That's debatable. That's debatable right there. I'm not gonna lie to you because I had a few points of contingency with what she was saying. Because remember the separate bank accounts and all this separate this and all this separate that. I get it, but remember she referred to Solomon, and she keeps speaking on the derogatory things that might happen and how she's gonna exit out if this might happen or that might happen. That's not traditional. So is she really working for that man, or is she working for herself? And is she building a plan that'll help her escape? That's just a debatable topic right there. That's a debatable one right there.
True.
This is why I tell niggas, if you're
I'm
not,
not giving you my opinion.
this is
at
why I
this point.
say,
I'm
hold
giving
on,
you
hold on,
God's
lie,
word.
hold on, lie is Bible based. So if you're not ready for a relationship, fellas, if you're not ready for the truth about relationships, don't get in one. This is why I tell you, this is a MGTOW channel. I got a girl, but don't study that. That lets you know I
He
know
said,
how
"Don't study
hard
my
it is
lady."
to maintain a motherfucking. Listen, if you're not ready for these hardcore truths, don't just stay MGTOW, bro. Stay, because it's true, yo. Oh, it's true. And that's why I say, don't let these women hit you with this I'm oppressed story. Because from the beginning of time, they set nice. The rules is designed for them to sit nice, bro. They ain't gotta love
but
us.
see how
They
that
gotta respect
but
us.
see how that started getting complicated when we get to
And what
the
was
bowels of this
complicated
shit.
about it? What was
I mean,
complicated about it?
No,
because
they normally don't talk about this on on these channels. Red
It's
Pill
not
don't talk about
complicated.
this.
I know what I can do biblically. Biblically, I don't have to work, but I would still work. I would still help him out
And
financially.
that's
Why?
traditional.
Because
And
I
that's
don't
what makes
mind.
it
no,
traditional.
I'm the help me. Does
see
God
some
command
I
me to
people.
get
do it?
that.
Well,
No.
I
see
get
But
some
that.
is it a
some
sin if I
people.
do it? No.
The first thing you said was you don't believe in separate bank accounts.
No. I'm not saying I don't believe in separate bank accounts, but if 2 people get married, they don't have to have a separate bank account if they don't want to. If you want to have it separate, you can have it separate. If you want to have it
Right,
together, you can have it together. That's up to you. Me, I would
right.
have it separate. Why? I just told you, in the event that he backslide and
Yeah,
turn,
it's
if
always
Solomon
just
did
in
it,
case.
but that's what I'm saying. But even for a man, I would not tell a man to have a joint account. What happens if that woman
So
that
what
you
if he
thought was
had a?
godly? Let me finish.
So what
What
if
happens
he?
if that woman
What?
that? Let me finish. What happens
Go
if that
ahead.
woman that
See
you
what
thought
I'm
was godly,
saying?
she
Like
backslides?
she don't let people finish. She cutting everybody off, but when she got to get her point across, she's screaming, "Let me finish! Let me finish!" Read them signs, guys. Read them signs.
So
What
what if
happens
he?
if that woman
What?
that? Let me finish. What happens
Go
if that
ahead.
woman that you thought was godly, she backslides, she turns away from God, and she clears out your whole bank account?
I know. Okay, so what if
That's my whole point.
okay, so what if that man chose you and you backslide? Should he have a side bitch just in case?
First of all, well, that's adultery.
Oh
Got him.
wow! Now it's adultery when he catch your
You don't
ass.
find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
You see how she backpedaled every time, you put the woman on the backslider the same way she tried to put the man on the backslider. All of a sudden, that's adultery. So we're going to play with the Bible. We're going to half and half step with the Bible. On this part, I'm going to do my own thing and be ready to back out and have my own finances and be able to provide for myself and not rely on my husband. I'm going to do that. But on the other hand, he get a side piece, then it's adultery. That don't make sense. As far as somebody who's trying to align with the Bible, you gotta go full throttle with the Bible. You just can't half step and piggyback off of the Bible. Say that again.
Okay, so what if that man chose you and you backslide? Should he have a side bitch just in case?
First of all, well, that's adultery.
I got him. That's true though, yo.
Yeah.
It's true. It's damn
But
true.
listen,
Yo,
though.
see,
Hold on.
time out, time out. Let me say something,
Wait.
Rob.
Hold on.
Before you get married.
Even in the Bible, it's designed against the man. This is why we
So
have to focus
listen,
on
though.
ourselves.
So
boy.
listen. You've been hearing that a man doesn't cheat. He has options, right?
That's a lie. You got a scripture to
So,
back that up?
hell no.
Exactly.
I'm just going on what y'all be saying on the internet.
No,
What
not
people
on
be
this
saying on
channel.
it. What people,
We don't say it over here.
hey, hold on. I'm just wondering why there's no pushback on these on all this shit that's been said and all the like on these fresh and fits and all these manosphere talking points and shit like that.
They fake those the
Because
entertainment channels. They're
well,
not
first
the
of
real
all,
channels.
first of
Those are
all,
fake
they
channels.
have these women on here that are not equipped to really represent what a woman is supposed to be anyway, because they're bringing on strippers and OnlyFans bitches and whatever, right?
Exactly.
So what I'm saying is like, where are the channels that promote what we talking about today?
Those channels don't get no views.
They don't get no views because it's too
they
truthful.
Don't get no views because
it's
people don't want
too
to hear
truthful.
it.
This is us. This is us. Welcome to the righteous fair. We gonna
people
talk about it.
People don't want to be told that they gotta stick with the person that they chose to marry, even if the person's trash.
People want to follow. People want to follow the leader that's gonna cater to their every desire.
Exactly.
The minute you say something that reflects on them, they're gonna unsubscribe because they want you to cater to them. The women, these bitter ass women, want you to pander to them, and these bitter ass niggas want you to pander to them. So the absolute truth is not gonna get heard.
Then you got niggas talking about hoes is winning. Nigga, did you see them? Did you see that
No,
video in the DR?
Hold on, bro. Hold on.
Can I say something to you?
Kim Kardashian been married how many times?
Listen to me. Hey, shut the fuck up.
She's been married a few times.
Exactly. Hoes are winning. Amber Rose got married.
I mean, but listen though, all her kids are in wedlock.
Fact.
Came out of wedlock.
Whose kids?
Kim's.
Yeah, but that's what the agenda is. The agenda want to teach everybody how to be stupid. The agenda want to teach everybody how to be dumb.
Kids were not in wedlock. You want to know why? Because once you get married, you're bound until death.
Here we
Kim
go.
Kardashian is still bound to her first husband.
Damn.
And if you go to Ecclesiastes, if you go to
no, damn, guys.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
About 4 minutes ago, she was speaking on the exit plan. About 4 minutes ago, she claimed if he, quote, backstabs or whatever, which is mostly cheating and crap, and I'm not happy, irreconcilable differences, she claimed that she would leave that guy, and that would be her reasoning into having her own bank account, having her own finances, and that's why she don't want to conjoin money. But in this note right here, once you're married, you're bound biblically. You marry for. Let's kind of hear what she's trying to say. You got to stick to one thing. You got to stick to one principle. You cannot serve two masters.
The agenda want to teach everybody how to be dumb.
Kids were not in wedlock. You want to know why? Because once you get married, you're bound until death. Kim Kardashian is still bound to her first husband.
Damn.
And if you go to Ecclesiasticus, if you go to Ecclesiasticus, I gotta find the scripture. It says that if a woman has a child, if she bears an heir by another man that is not her husband, she has paid the whore in adultery. Those children
Did she just stick in her ass? Oh my God!
So you saying what's a woman?
She's smelling her fucking fingers.
Once you get married, you are bound to death.
So once a woman gets divorced, she's dead.
Divorce is a man-made concept. Biblically, there is no divorce. You're bound until death. As long as Kim Kardashian's first husband is still drawing breath, she's bound to that man. Any man she deals with.
So you can only get married once.
Yeah, and you have to repent.
Can only get remarried if your spouse dies.
She would have to do some hell of a repent.
That's what I'm saying, man. The lady just said she's prepared in case she can leave the marriage. So what she's showing me is that she piggybacks with the Bible. She's playing modern woman and traditional woman at the same time.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
That's what she's doing here. Single woman trying to give advice about a traditional woman. Traditional women are married. Traditional women are bearing children. Things like that. These are traditional women. Traditional women are creating families or helping create families, if you will.
And bro, and even with that, just because you repent don't mean that the sin is still.
You cannot stay in that marriage. You still have to leave. Either you go back to your first spouse or you stay single.
That's just a biblical fact, bro. Yo, but you know what? I wanted to touch on something that the Bell brought up earlier. Really important, because this is what we're about. We're a true channel. Who said that prostitution is legal, bro? Because that shit is not good. That's bad information, bro. That's not good wood right there. And I got a video to prove it, guys. Fuck is prostitution legal?
Usually tricks say that.
All right, well, we're gonna see today.
So look, this card right here, undercover
and dirty folks.
That it is.
Yo.
So what you gotta do today, man? Just giving out a bunch of tickets here or what? No, you ain't gonna help them out, nothing. Give them no job, no housing, nothing like that. So you guys give them a ticket and just or no ticket, and you guys just give them housing.
Well, not so much housing, but we can't get resources.
But do you guys give them a ticket and take them to jail? Well, even if they have a fucked up record, I mean, they already got a fucked up job. I don't think you should just help them out and no jail.
Yo, this nigga care too much about these hoes, boy. See what I mean? It's always a male. It's always a Satan, a Lucifer.
Because he's not looking at her as a criminal. He's looking at her as a victim, and that's what a victim of her circumstance. And they're looking for somebody to blame. They're looking for a man to blame, and it's usually a nigga.
Right. But she clearly out there selling ass. She's selling cakes.
Yeah, I know. Because human trafficking is only important when nigga is pimping on a bitch. It ain't important when these bitches are showing their ass all over the internet, or when they, rapping about, how many niggas they break in or shit like that. When they promoting this whole shit, the woman is not responsible. It's only a crime when a nigga is getting the proceeds.
That's a whole fact. And yo, clearly they always attacking the pimps when they should be attacking these trick niggas like him that's sitting there defending.
So they give us 100 years, but they slap this bitch on the wrist, and then they slap the trick on the wrist, where he's the one. Well, she's the one. This like say if she had HIV, she'd be.
What's that in the real ASS wiggle? I don't want YouTube to flag me, but what's going on, man? Newcomer in the chat. Think this is your first time here. Welcome to the class, man. Welcome to the class. This is the righteous ship.
Be giving it to all y'all husbands,
right?
Matter of fact, he be bringing it back to your household.
And she gave your husbands a reason not to work on themselves. Remember, if the prostitution stopped, more men will get stronger.
So who should be punished the most? Like, say when you have a drug.
We got good bread in the building. What happening, boy?
Salute. What's good, Dean? What up, my guy? What up, chat? How y'all doing today?
Nothing much, man. Nothing much. Yeah, definitely. How y'all doing, Chet? How y'all doing? We got another newcomer. Awesome. He says, okay, let's talk about it. Race relations. Yeah, definitely. We'll talk about that's something we do talk about on this page. But what's going on, Mr. Goodbread? This is him himself. Talk to the people, man.
Salute, man. You already know, man. You pure entertainment and the truth, man. You let them talk. Let them talk. I know a lot of guys wondering, like, yo, why you ain't just slam her? Why you don't do that? You know what I mean? You know that they're the weaker vessel. See, a lot of you guys, y'all see a woman and y'all automatically just put this strength on her and shit. You know what I mean? Don't y'all take these women way too serious. Y'all be too anxious to
You
destroy
don't
them.
find
Like,
that suspicious?
right. I
You
find
don't
that
find
highly
that
suspicious.
suspicious?
Facts, bro. Y'all be so quick to fucking destroy them. Like, what do you get for destroying her? Like, what do you get for seeing her, for hurting her feelings? Like, you know what I mean? After the dopamine hit, then what do you gain from that? Nothing. But if you talk, play that game with them for a while, you know what I mean? You'll learn so much shit from them, guys, and you'll see the truth. You'll always get the truth. Just gotta let them talk, guys. And this one is a unique one because, like I said, this is what I would call a religious ronda. You know what I mean? You gotta be careful from them religious rondas because they know the Bible just enough to manipulate it for them, for
Yep.
what they want.
Which is
You
what
know
she
what I mean?
did.
Right, for their wants. And the Bible is not selfish. The Bible all about giving. The Bible is all about giving. So she when she jumped out there, she said, "Oh no, because no rich person could get into heaven." That is manipulation right there because it ain't about being rich. It ain't about money. You know what I mean? It's about that material shit. No, a materialistic person, niggas that worship that designer, that Gucci, that Louis shit, they not getting in there. But a rich man that was given and making sure other brothers get to the knowledge and get rich is getting in there. So, you know what I mean? Don't be manipulated. Don't be manipulated, bro. And it wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter who gave the Bible to who. It wouldn't matter what they took out the Bible.
Right.
Why is it the stuff that's in there still helpful to mankind in this gender war today? I mean, that's the only thing we need to worry about. Let's worry about what's in front of us. Let's stop distracting us with all this stupid shit. There's shit in the Bible that whatever's left from, you know what I mean, how whatever game we want to play. There's shit in the book that's right now present in front of us. If you stick your head in it, that'll help you out your situation. Now, you know what I mean? You can play
Fact.
whatever game the worldly folks want to play, but it is what it is. The truth is still what it is, right?
It's stand where it stand at. Ain't nothing new under the sun.
All right.
And real talk, shout out to Awesome and Real Ass Worker, two of the class clowns that came in Dean's office today. Two of the class clowns. Guess what,
Your
y'all?
mom's a hoe. Your mom's a hoe.
We got two class clowns in the corner. We gonna let them sit in the back of the class, and we gonna continue doing what we doing. We ain't gonna block them or nothing. We gonna let them sit in the class.
Yeah, you know, because we have that effect on people. Like the truth will do that. When you hear information that you never heard before in your life, especially shit that your stupid hell of a mother ain't teach you, you get triggered like that. So you start to troll. But then by day 3, you start to see like, wait a minute. That's your truth. That's your truth. And then before you know it, you fucking with us. You know what I mean? You super chatting, you cash apping and all that.
Fact.
If
Fuck
the
out of here.
So
prosecution
so
stopped,
who's
then yeah,
so
then
who's
more
so
men will
who
be
should be
more
Oh, go ahead.
men will
so who
have to
should
get
be
stronger.
so who should be punished the most? Like say when you have a drug dealer, right? You have a drug dealer, he commits one crime, which is selling drugs. But the dope fiend, this motherfucker commits 1,000 crimes to get the dope. So who's
Mhm.
more who's more dangerous? The dope fiend. The
Exactly.
dope fiend will rob, kill, and steal to get that dope. Now, in this situation, who's more dangerous?
The girl, the
The
female,
hoe.
the hoe,
You gotta look at the trick.
right? Oh, and that too,
This
because he's empowering her. Yo,
let
we
me
got
tell you.
zoned in the
Let me
class,
tell you.
yo. Hold on, guys. We got zoned in the house. What up, Zone?
Okay.
Yo, yo.
All right, BZ, what you were saying, BZ?
Now let me tell you who's more dangerous. Now these two motherfuckers that get slapped on the wrist they go on about their business. Where the pimp gets 100 years, right? So man, it's a whole lot of clacking and all kind of shit in the
Sorry, sorry,
background.
sorry. I'm
Somebody.
trying to clean out my work truck. I'm at work.
You don't find that
Okay.
suspicious?
My bad. I apologize.
You don't
That's
find
all
that
good.
suspicious?
Hey, so what I'm saying is, so you look at what the female does. She goes from dude to dude to dude to dude. As many dudes as she can see, it's in her best interest because the more dudes, the more money, right? So then you look at this, you look at the customer, you look at the dude, the so-called good guy that has a good job, that has a wife at home and all that, right? So he's seeing himself as innocent because he's just going out trying to get some sex. But the thing is, he's going to have sex with a woman that's probably been with about 10 dudes that day, and something might happen, rubber might bust, anything, or he might get caught up in a sting like this. And now he's put on blast.
Right.
And it used to be, I don't know how y'all do it in y'all states and shit, but it used to be like a thing called PDX mugshots around here, where you get arrested, they post your mugshot on the internet, and then they put the crime down below. So they just outlawed that or whatever. They just passed a bill to where they can't post pictures no more of mugshots because
Okay.
it fucks off your reputation of your job or whatever, because it stays online, and like some cases get dropped, some cases get convicted or whatever. So it's like they're trying to protect the criminal
Yeah,
nowadays.
yeah.
So
Balenciaga did that. That was
say
it sounded like that Balenciaga scam, like that shit that law that they had passed to use the children online and shit.
yeah, that's never been legal to use children online. That's a felony. But see, the thing is, what I'm saying is, so they have protection for the trick and they have protection for the prostitute, but yet we have a human trafficking problem in America, but nobody wants to address it though. You see what I'm saying? Nobody wants to, because if you gave this prostitute and this John the same consequence as you gave the pimp, then it would be taken serious. Then
Right.
these bitches would be like, shit, I ain't getting into that shit. You ain't gonna give me a motherfucking 100 years. I'm gonna give me a job at Taco Bell. You see what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right. So they trying
It
to
would,
make money. They
and
trying to make
and
money.
the man, it ain't no trying to make money. It's the thing. The thing is, it's it. I mean, man, is during all this Obama administration, they was talking about sex trafficking heavy as a motherfucker, and they were putting black men as the face of it. They didn't want to come out and say it, but they was doing it because look at the punishment, look at the crimes. I mean, if you just Google it, you'll see a whole bunch of faces of niggas getting 150 years, 100 years, and life sentences and shit like that, right? So we don't go into depth of, man, this female, she chose that lifestyle, because now we're seeing these bras that's choosing this lifestyle, right?
Mm-hmm.
They ain't saying nobody forcing them to do shit. They
Nope.
doing this shit on their own because this is an easy way for them to get money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
All these OnlyFans bitches are showing their ass and shit, and all these Instagram bitches are just showing their ass. All the regular bitches on Facebook are showing their ass and showing their ass. What the fuck are you advertising? You advertising your ass. You're advertising sexuality, and you can't tell who's single or not, because you got a bunch of bitches online that got only pictures of themselves, and they might got a boyfriend.
right.
Only pictures of themselves, and they might got a husband.
Yep.
And then you
Right.
got these bitches that, you might see ass, and then you got a picture of them having a baby, with a
That's a
baby
fact.
in their arms or something. You might see a pregnant picture, but no picture of a nigga.
Mm-hmm.
So see, the thing is, man, it's like you man, there's so much shit that don't get shunned and don't get talked about because these people aren't being held
Boom,
accountable.
Bell going in right now.
We
Because
and only the
that's the people they make money.
and only the niggas get punished, and nobody's talking about that. Like these square ass niggas is talking about
Who
they
says?
can't get
Can
a
I say
good
something real quick?
female right now, and they want to talk about prostitution's legal and all this old type of shit. See, them niggas don't care about them niggas is getting 100 years because they felt like those niggas was their competition. Like those niggas was in the way of them getting this female. So now these niggas want to negotiate for a cheaper price. And the thing is, when you have prostitution with no pimping involved, now you have the lower they lower the price of sex. And it's good for the trick, and it's good for these beta niggas and for these overseas niggas because now they can negotiate with the female, and the female don't got to have no kind of instructions to stand her ground and upper her price.
Yo, you know what it is
And
too?
when we talk
They're
about this
protecting.
female choice and strength and all this old fake bullshit, it really because see if this broad had a pimp, she wouldn't have as many problems as she had. I'm talking about a real one. I ain't talking about one she considers one. I'm talking about one that's registered in the game, that's reputable.
Yo, you gotta to sum it up. I see exactly what you're saying. They're protecting the product right now. That's all they doing. They protect the product because a chick without a pimp is gonna always be arrested. Think about it. And the chick and when you have these chicks running around here lowering the
No,
price.
no. What you mean? She always gonna be arrested without one?
A chick without a pimp gonna always be out there. She gonna always be out there because look now they lower the price of sex, which means you would think that they got to turn more tricks when they lower the price of sex, which risks
Yep.
which risks them being out there for the boys to come pick them up and make their money on the back end. Remember, the boys don't want to clear this up. The boys just want to make sure the pimps don't get the money and don't get a hold of these women to teach the women how to charge more for sex. Because then if they charge more for sex, they ain't got to be out there. Because now $2,000 in an hour, they ain't got to be out there for 15 fucking hours getting $40. You know what I mean? Which put them at risk for the system. Because it's the system versus the pimps. The tricks and the fucking and the bitches. These niggas is they ones that power it. They power it, but they don't get nearly as much because they don't care. They need them to be out there. They need the dudes to trick on the women, and they need to pick the women up, run them through the system. They need to pick the dudes up. That's how the cash registers stay open. That's part of the reason why they take the guys from the kid. They remove the fathers from the home because they know the fathers are put an end to this shit. The fathers are discipline this shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
They remove the kids. They remove the fathers so they can have the kids, the males doing the drug dealing. They can pick them up that way, and the daughters are going to do the ass selling, and they pick them up that way.
Right. And see what they push to the public and they push to the media. They put this fear tactic in you that the pimps are the ones that are the cause of all this. But see, we haven't. I mean, like in all these videos, ain't no pimps being involved.
Hell of a mothers.
Ain't nobody forcing these bitches to do what they do.
Your mom's mothers have had more of an impact than a fucking pimp. Hell of a mothers have been the reason why these bitches is out here selling their ass.
That's right. That is absolutely correct.
Told the truth. What do they say? What do the truth? What do they say? What do they say? What do they say? Is this not the truth?
100%. I wouldn't put it all on the pimps. I wouldn't even do that. As a matter of fact, Goodbread is right. There's mothers who single-handedly handed their daughters off to pimps. Goodbread did a video the other like 2 weeks ago, and there was like this little 17, 18-year-old girl exposing her mom because her mom was trying to get her to go sell her coochie.
Yep, that was shorty that was out there selling frozen fish cakes in 20-degree weather, still prostituting. Yep.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
Because I do. I find that very suspicious. But again, it always gets pinpointed to the man. And the Bell had a great point. He's speaking from the pimp standpoint, but it all roots back
Your mom's a hoe.
to your mom being a hoe.
Hell of a mother.
You can't run away. What you think, Goodbread? You can't run away from that.
There's no escaping that. Those are the facts. And the statistics show it. 73% of arrests according to the NYPD, from prostitutions or from single mother households.
That's a fact. And we can go on and on with them stats. Single mother households produce some of the most derogatory motherfucking goddamn children and people in society.
They're unbalanced. According to the Bible, they're bastards.
What Gerald Jack says, he said, if you don't know yourself, you will repeat the ignorant process. The women have bitten the apple again. The only thing you can do is take control of yourself.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's a
Tell
fact.
the truth. What do they say? What the truth? What do they say? What do they say? What do they say? Is this not the truth?
It's a fact, man. You can't deny that. Let's continue, guys.
Hell of a mothers have been the reason why these bitches is out here selling their ass.
Right.
Hey, Adrian, I never knew you to be a hell of a mother.
Fact.
Your soundboard is killer, man. I love your soundboard.
Salute, bro.
I love that shit, though.
Yo, Zone, what's going on, Zone? I know you waited patiently, man. What's going on, Zone?
Nah, I just wanted to kind of hop on the panel to kind of referee a little bit because my girl La Original was kind of pushing over on my guy Bell. Yeah, I mean with the Bible talk, so I had to come on here kind of be what Mr. Vegas wanted when it came to Gino, a moderator. Yeah, I mean,
Mr. Vegas lost that. He lost that.
Fucking Zone, yo. Fucking Zone.
Don't get us, Zone came with a mission. Zone wasn't playing. Zone heard all the crap, and Zone say, "Let me come through, smooth criminal style."
And even Zone know the blueprint. You could tell Zone he know how to handle, and he know how to handle conversations with women because he fed her the bone, and he fed her the olive branch, and then he destroyed her.
You can't make it up, guys.
Moderator. Yeah, I mean,
Mr. Vegas lost that. He lost that.
Fucking Zone, yo. Fucking Zone.
Nah, but
Mr. Vegas one thing he got ushered out.
Who is the Lion of Judah? Nah, but what I wanted to say though is like, because I was listening to La Original, what she was saying. Now, all of the women in my family, they marry, right? So, like, I know we talking Bible, and for me, when I look at Bible verses and stuff, like I look for like the simple verses, right? So, for example, like Ephesians chapter 5, verse 22, it says, "Wives, submit to your own husbands as to the Lord," right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So when you go and you look at that, the key word in that is submit, right? Now, the word submit or submission has many different words: yielding, capitulation, agreement, acceptance, consent, surrender, compliance. So if the order is God, man, woman, children, whose leadership is the wife following? Because from what I understand,
talk to me.
What I understand, right? If you're not a woman of Sky Daddy, but a woman of the true God, you want a husband and you need a husband. You don't get to choose your husband. He finds you.
I don't know about that one. Yes,
well,
but
wait,
hold on.
You don't find that suspicious?
See how there she goes again, Goodbread. There she goes again, piggybacking from traditional to modern. Zone backing her in the corner right now. I ain't gonna lie, he's backing her in a good corner
right now. Word, his own sat and he listened to everybody's talking points, and then he made his assessment. And he's going in for the kill right now. It's nothing. There's no way out of this. There's no way out
Nope.
of this.
No way. She talk. What she
No
say?
way.
What she say? No, I don't know about that one.
Right. What you don't know about how you can't pick and choose what the Bible tell you now.
Stop it. Get some help.
You don't get to choose your husband. He finds
Yeah, I don't know
you.
about that one. Yes,
Well,
but your husband
wait,
finds you.
hold
But
on, wait, hold on. He finds you. It says that in the Bible. If we talking Bible talk, so
he doesn't force you to marry him. It's
we're not.
consensual.
We're
He
not
ain't
talking
say that.
about.
You know
Yeah, we're
what's
not
sad?
talking about
Pause it.
forcing.
Okay.
Yeah,
You
I
know
mean
what's sad? Because if she
we
was
just
really
talking
truly
fundamentals.
traditional,
My thing is,
So
okay, the husband finds a
yo,
wife. The wife can't say, "I don't want to marry you."
Go ahead.
if she was truly traditional, it wouldn't even be an argument because you know that your father gives the daughter, the father gives the daughter away. The father marries the daughter off. So you don't really have a choice. Women never have had that choice of who they marry. Like, so you know what I mean? The guy does find a woman. I mean, the
That's a
woman don't
fact.
get to pick. The woman don't get to pick and choose what she want according to the Bible.
Stop it. Get some help.
It don't work like that. Even when you gotta have the reason why men have to have game, the reason why a man has to get on his knees, the reason why the woman takes his last name. If you look at all the dynamics in a man getting into a relationship with a woman, she don't choose anything. He come and have to choose her, and she just has to, make the decision whether or not she's gonna let herself have him. I mean, let him have her or whatever the case may be. But she don't choose. She's not the one picking. She don't even want to do that. She don't even want to bear that responsibility.
Facts.
In their case, they have options. That's why they leave it up to them. They gonna have Uber, McDonald's, he just like I did in the whole stage, long bleep poppy, one that's gonna want to dine you, the other one that's gonna talk to you whenever you got smashed out and banged out and you feeling bad. This is what they do when you leave it up to them. They don't pick wise. They don't know how to pick. They just juggle with options. It just is what it is.
about forcing. Yeah, I mean we just talking fundamentals.
My thing is,
So
okay, the husband finds a wife.
We got Eli from Jersey in the building. Shout out to you. Shout out to you, my boy. Shout out to you.
what
No,
we're
he
not
ain't
talking
say that.
about. Yeah, we're not talking about forcing. Yeah, I mean we just talking fundamentals.
My thing is,
So
okay, the husband finds a wife. The wife can't say, "I don't want to marry you." She has no say so in who she spends
you
the rest
have
of her
the
life
Yeah,
with.
it's a choice. But
Okay,
once you're
that's what I
in the
was saying.
marriage, you act like you running things, Locke.
Boom. And I want to read what Eli said. He says, what he say? Dude walked up trying to save a hoe, talking about the video. Let the police do their job. Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Like Goodbread said, he tried to make it seem like she was the victim, but the dude just doing his job. If you see someone who looks like a crackhead walking down the street, just get out of a car and he got a bag in his hand or he put something in his pocket. I'm not gonna lie to you. He's incentivized to get stopped, and he might have crack in his pocket. Same situation here. She's outside looking like a prostitute, and that man's just questioning her. He's incentivized to do that.
Once
yeah
and who she spends the
you
rest
have
of her
the
life
Yeah,
with.
it's a choice. But
Okay,
once you're
that's what I
in the
was saying.
marriage, you act like you running things, Locke.
Once you're married, that's it. That's it. Because
So how
I was
so
just trying
what
to
you
get
talking
clarity.
about? What you choose to do this, and then you choose these accounts, and you choose not to
Yeah,
contribute to
nah.
the household, and
No.
what's
I didn't say
his
I
is
wouldn't
his, and
contribute.
yours is yours.
I would contribute.
Yeah,
I would
you gonna
contribute
give
to
me
the household.
100%, Locke.
Yeah. Good luck with that one.
Oh, what you mean? You see what I'm saying, right? Piggybacking from traditional to modern, because earlier she said, um, she's traditional, so but she still wants to work. So if she does work, then she wants to be able to make money and contribute. So if you want to work, then you got to give your all to your husband. Whatever money you make, it would be wise for your husband to, get some of that, get a piece of that, and control some of that. Not to take advantage of it, but at least control some of it.
A classic example of them knowing what to say, but not how to say it. Clearly, she said, "Oh, as long as you getting your dick sucked and your cooked and your food cooked," so
Yep.
they know that's what men like, but they ain't got no plan on delivering that in the deal.
And let's continue. I don't even want to call her no pick me vibes, but this might be a real pick me.
Mm-hmm.
This might be a real pick me right here, man.
That's it. I
So
I
how?
was just
So
I was
so
just trying
what
to
you
get
talking
clarity.
about? What you choose to do this, and then you choose these accounts, and you choose not to
Yeah,
contribute to
nah.
the household, and
No.
what's
I didn't say
his
I
is
wouldn't
his, and
contribute.
yours is yours.
I would contribute.
Yeah,
I would
you gonna
contribute
give
to
me
the household.
100%, La.
Yeah. Good luck with that one.
See
Yeah,
what I'm
that's
saying?
and that's that. See,
And you see how she said it well, like a Jezebel, well, like a Jezebel. She said it very well, just like a Jezebel.
That's
exactly
the
that.
problem,
So
though. Hold up.
you're not submissive.
Yo,
No,
You're
no, no,
not a
no, 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 no,
traditional
no, no,
see,
no,
woman.
no,
yo,
no, no,
look,
no, no. Let me
what
correct
Zone
y'all because
said.
I see. No,
Hold
no,
on,
no. I see y'all gonna try and
Zone's
twist
onto it.
this. I see that y'all are gonna try and twist this, right?
No,
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 A
no.
woman,
lie.
no, no, no.
They go to
A
Vic
woman
understand
though.
being
your take.
submissive to her husband doesn't mean that does not mean that her husband is a dictator
We're
No,
not
and that
saying
no,
she
that.
and
has
look, no.
no
Let's
say
read the
over him.
context of the passage. It says wives submit. He asked the wives, so it's still something that the woman have to choose to do. The woman, it's not. He not saying you have to. He's saying put yourself. A submission. When a woman be submissive to a man, she's putting herself in. A real submissive woman puts herself in a submissive role to her man. Like I don't have to force Miss
Agree, but what
Goodbread
I'm saying
to
is,
be
so if the
submissive.
woman, if the woman, if they have separate bank accounts,
Listening to
she's not
respond.
submissive, even though she's doing everything, all her wifely duties.
But no,
She's
it's
not
how the
withholding
man
sex.
like it's what's comfortable for the man. Because what works for me is I keep my shit separate and she keep her shit separate. So I
Okay,
shit
so that was my
separate. My
point.
shit separate. I shit
So
separate.
in
You know what I
the
mean? And
back of
that
my
will work.
mind, in the back of my mind, a woman that's keeping her shit separate, she's she's preparing her exit at
Also,
some
right.
but
point.
yo,
That's
but
not
see, look,
necessarily true.
that's not
That's not
necessarily
I
true because
necessarily
know,
like
true.
for me,
but it's usually true, and
it's
that's why
usually true.
the marriage rate is the way it is right now. I've
You're right.
never heard of somebody. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
But you see another thing,
You
right?
could say
Like,
the same thing about the man.
but another thing,
What
guys,
about it?
like another
No,
thing,
you
You could
guys,
say
it's
can't.
the
like
same thing about a man. If a man has his
But
own bank account
Get
and
the
his
no, man. Come on, ladies. Like y'all
Stop it.
gotta really stop it.
Get some help.
If he don't got a bank account, if he don't got his own, you ain't gonna get with him in the first place. The things you want to have, the things you want to do, we have to have. Remember, ladies, don't forget 1 through 8 fits a lot of y'all black women. Jealous, envy, money hungry. I'm gonna give her number 3. Same thing with a man. If he has his own this and that. No, it's more incentivized for a woman to exit. A man is more incentivized to take care of you when he got his own. Because what's his is for you. What's for you is for you. You not your separate bank account. You ain't it's not for him, it's for you. In most cases, at least. What you got on that, good, Brett?
man, you on point, bro. No lie, you on point. So I know how to be quiet, bro.
No doubt, no doubt. You know, this your show too.
Thing,
What
guys,
about it?
like another thing,
you could
guys,
say
it's
the
like
same thing about a man. If a man has his
But
own bank account and his
the
wife
man
doesn't
is
have any
ahead though.
access to it,
But the man is ahead though. When has a man
yes,
ever
but
initiated
the
a divorce?
man, the man,
When has a
I'm
man
not,
ever left a woman and initiated a divorce?
I am, once again, I'm not disagreeing with you. We know 80% of divorces are initiated by women. We know that. That you
Okay,
won't get no
so
argument from me
that's what
there.
I'm saying. So
However,
don't you
the
think?
20% of divorces that are initiated by men Who's to say? Who's to say? Oh well, he got a whole separate bank account, and men on average make more than women, so that man could be
So
stacking his money away.
who
But
gives
I would never say that.
who usually?
But as much she's not getting it. She is not getting it. Most of these cases, the man is already taking care of the woman. And let's go there. All right, since we're gonna go there, let's go there. That man could be stacking up his money to the side all he wants to. He gets a divorce, half of that is for you anyways. Half of that is for you anyway.
Told the truth.
What do they say? What do they say? What do they say? What do they say? Is this not the truth?
Make that man pay you alimony. They're gonna make that man split half of his assets or a percentage of his assets. Most of the times this happens in divorce. So him having his own on the side not only means it's yours, but it also only means half of it could be taken away from him at the end of the day, which would also mean more than 50% of his contribution to you has been taken away during the course of the marriage and during the course of the divorce on your way out. So not only did you take 50% on your way out, but what about what you took while you were in? See, you don't get divorced, ladies, and you don't just pay the man after y'all exit.
And what about what about what you reneged on? Because a female like that would have been putting, stacking and stashing and being sneaky from this very beginning.
Exactly. You got to point out all the factors on this. So we the ones taking the L. You don't take the L. So stop comparing it to this is that modern woman. If a man can do it, so should I be able to do it type of mind state.
You don't find that suspicious?
Absolutely. Oh, it's true. It's damn true.
Men on average make more than wives are initiated by women. We know that. You
Okay,
won't get no
so
argument from
that's
me
what
there.
I'm saying.
However,
So don't you think
the 20% of divorces that are initiated by men, who's to say? Oh well, he got a whole separate bank account, and men on average make more than women, so that man could be stacking his money away. But I would never say that because the man having a separate bank account.
Who
The man
usually gives that?
having a separate bank account, that doesn't make me think, oh, you don't want to give me access to your bank account. You trying to leave me? No.
Sis, it's not the same. You see how she's trying to do it? She's using the male's example. She's using the male example to compare it to her example. Again, you're not going to think a man has his own separate bank account and that's him being incentivized to leave the relationship. Just because a man has his own doesn't mean he's going to leave the relationship. He can have his own secret 50K put up. That's not going to incentivize him to leave the relationship. As a matter of fact, in case of emergency, he'll take care of you with that. And she's trying to compare that to the woman. But what it does is it mainly incentivizes the woman to leave the relationship. Not in all cases, but in most, which is why you see that 80% divorce rate in women. They're more incentivized to leave when they're strong, independent, got their own, have a backup plan. They're more incentivized, not a man. We just want you to be loyal and we want you to be our helpmeet. We won't go nowhere. I don't think ladies get it. Men don't go. We don't leave. Men rarely leave. It be y'all that be leaving.
Yes, your money works.
Who usually? Who
the
usually gives that?
Having a separate bank account, that doesn't make me think, oh, you don't want to give me access to your bank account. You trying to leave me? No, it's your money you work for. You want to have a separate bank account? You can have a
Right,
separate
because
account.
you're not going to think that because most men don't leave marriages. Women do. But see, the thing is,
I'm not thinking.
It does matter.
I'm not thinking that. To me, it doesn't matter because I'm not getting with the man
that?
looking at him.
To me, it doesn't matter.
To take care of me and
okay,
from the financial aspect in the sense
okay, hold on,
Strong and independent. I don't need a man. You don't need a man. That's cool. But what that does is it takes away that natural desire to want a man to take care of you, and you reciprocate that energy by taking care of him in your womanly ways. So since you don't need a man financially, you want a modified man, Oh no, he don't need to take care of me. That's why she said earlier, it's not good if a man can take care of everything for you. She said that's not good. She don't like that life. She's not traditional, man. She don't have a traditional mind state. She's a modern woman. Because what she doesn't realize is that man ain't taking care of everything for you. He's putting you in position to be able to be a full lady, a full woman, to be a full wife. He's able to do that. And you can't do that when you got to fulfill a man's role and play play tennis with a man in a woman's role, basically. A man won't be able to do that. And you won't be able to do what you fulfill your role.
Lie. When somebody's about to get married and then the prenup comes up, who usually has the pushback on that?
I would never push back on a prenup. Most women do. I don't.
I ain't talking about you. I said who usually has the pushback on that. Exactly. You know why?
I know why. But once again, I don't apply to me because I have no issue
Say
with
why.
prenup.
Say why.
Because
we ain't talking about.
women,
We keep talking. You keep going back. You keep going back to you. But we talking about when.
Now the bell done backed her into a corner. You see how uncomfortable she getting? Right now, she needs to be right.
It was layers, because it was layers to it. Nobody attacked her. We all made her comfortable. You know what I mean? Because that's what it is. Like, we're all human beings at the end of the day. We're secure in our masculinity. So, you know what I mean? We can afford to be gentle with women. So we had her comfortable, and then she started to feel herself. Another thing I want to point out too, guys, this shows how women are way better following the leadership of a man. Because this girl I wrote her out correct for y'all. I wrote her out because she is Bible based. She knows some things on the Bible. You know what I mean? She can brush up and still come to class more, so she won't be reading that propaganda Bible text context. But in any event, I wrote it out. It wasn't until she got up from under my umbrella and then started to go dolo solo, I could do this by myself, that she got exposed.
God damn.
She should have let Goodbread lead. It would have been all right. But and they don't get that they expose the mind state of the modern woman when they try to keep beating the dead horse. Her point got to get across. She's not really listening to listen. She's listening to respond. Her emotional intelligence meter is running out. Like she's running out of emotional intelligence because she had a little bit of it in the beginning. Now it's like it's just running out. Now she's modern woman in us now.
Now it's playbook reading. Now it's script reading.
You cannot make it up, man.
Oh my God!
Because I have no issue.
Say why. Say why.
Because
we ain't talking about.
Women,
we keep talking. You keep going back. You keep going back to you. But we talking about women.
Yes, because I understand. But the reason why I'm going back to me is because I don't think like the rest of these bitches.
I know, but let's talk about exactly.
Most women, in the event that a divorce happens, even though they're going to initiate it, they don't want to leave the relationship with nothing, even if they came in.
Okay, I'm gonna have to pull the chart out, guys. I'm gonna have to. I'm sorry, we don't play around here. Okay, so pull the screen up real quick. Let's do it. Now, taking a selfie like that, I can definitely see she curvy, she thick, she's fairly attractive, she's above average. Let me pull out the chart, guys, because I didn't think I was gonna have to pull it out again. I got to. I gotta pull out the chart again, guys. Number one fits her well, masculine and aggressive, cuts men off when they speaking. You understand what I'm saying? Number two, combative, argumentative. We see that. Number three, jealous and envious. She has that nature because, again, she thinks she can do what a man does. She tries to think and compare herself to a man and what a man does, and she justifies her quote unquote nature in doing so. I'm gonna give her number four. I'm gonna give her number four because this attractive woman can find a suitable man that can mitigate her money hunger and maximize her traditional values, her basic logical thinking. I don't know if she has children. We ain't get to that. Does she have any children, Mr. Goodbread?
Nah, she don't have no kids. Remember, I played that sound bite, and she said she didn't have no kids.
God damn.
Okay. Okay, we're gonna skip past that. No accountability is always correct. I'm gonna give her number 6 because I didn't see her concede to anything yet. She's doing is arguing with everything. I mean, it was like maybe 2 or 3 points she did. Maybe I don't know. Number 7, I ain't gonna lie. I think I'm gonna give her that. I don't think this is a submissive woman. I think she's strong and independent, and I think she can do without a man as far as her mind state. And I'm gonna give her a number 8, a natural diva. So she fits a lot of the categories, guys. She ain't fooling me. I don't know if she fooled y'all, but she ain't fooling me. Let me get this off the screen now. That's my guess.
What happens even though they're going to initiate it? They don't want to leave the relationship with nothing, even if they came in with absolutely nothing.
Because they see theyself coming. I mean, they coming and going. They see theyself going, so they're
Yes, I
preparing for an
agree.
exit. So they're
I
not
agree.
really taking this. They're not really taking this marriage serious. And any man that gets a pushback on a prenup, you know that this bitch is fucking with you for the money, and she
I
ain't
agree.
fucking with you for the long run.
I agree. I agree 100%. Some bitches, as soon as you say prenup, they start crying. Girl, wipe them fucking tears.
Yep.
Because when
Yep.
when you cheating on him and you sucking on the next nigga dick, you not crying.
That's a fact.
And I'm
Keep it a
telling you,
buck
and
now.
another thing, and if you bring in your motherfucking income, you know, and you combining these incomes, and the head of the household is a man, and you submitting to this man, you're going to be less likely to go out and suck a nigga's dick and go fuck off.
Well, let me say this.
Here we go.
You're most less.
Every time every time somebody red pill her, she always gotta cut in and stop him because you know why? Because some of her nature comes.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
She's trying to justify some of the things that she most definitely possibly does. She's probably trying to justify it, which is why she's pushing back so much on these concrete points that men are telling her.
God damn.
You got men telling you this, and you're pushing back on 2 men, 3 men. And that you got Zone, Goodbread, and the Bell, 3 competent men who has experience. Each of them got children, each of them, and you don't want to take a speck of their shit. You want to push back with them.
Stop it. Get some help.
And you submitting to this man, you're going to be less likely to go out and suck a nigga's dick and go fuck off.
Let me say
You're less likely to go cheat on your man that you invested in.
And the difference between with the likes of a traditional woman like Mrs. Goodbread, like how he broke down, Mrs. Goodbread ain't doing what this woman is doing here. She said it in the beginning. She can cook and clean by herself. The only difference is she'll just cook 2 plates, which is to say, deep down, guys, it's not for a man. She's already doing that. She can do it for herself. That's just what she can do if she was with a man. That's cool. But you should be doing these things for a man. I want to bring that to her finances. She's not treating her finances like that. She's not sharing her finances with the man. She's not giving him no bread. She ain't letting him hold down her check. She's not treating it like that. She want to have her own little check on the side. Her mind state is more independent. Her mind state ain't catered to the man. Her mind state is match the man. Do y'all get that? Her mind state is I can help him financially. I could suck his penis, I could clean, I could cook for him. But helping him financially, how? I'm able to pay my own bills, not help you with what I'm gonna commit myself to you for. I can help you because I'm able to pay my own bills. I'm used to paying my own car note and my own phone. I don't need a man for that. Where you got traditional women who will give it all up and just submit everything to her man. Not in the sense of giving him everything, but allowing him to be the forefront in that relationship, allowing him to lead. It's a difference. It's not the same. So that's why it's very debatable. I don't want to sit here and say women shouldn't work today. You shouldn't have a job. I'm not going to sit there and say that. What I will say is this, though. Your role doesn't change when you are with a man just because you got a job. Your role is the same. So, yeah, you got a job, but contribute as a wife. And what does a wife do? Submit to that man. If things need to be done, let that man control them finances. I mean, come on. That's what the name of the game is, right?
All the good women want to do it, man. Or no woman want responsibility and accountability. Like we say, accountability is their kryptonite, and we really mean that shit. It's not a. I mean, it's not cliche. It's the truth. Cause all women, they want. That's not their task. Remember, their task is to turn what you give them into something. Their task is not to go get what you were supposed to give them.
Exact. That you see, you just translated, you just uncomplicated everything I said. Thank you for doing that, Mr. Goodbread.
Oh my God.
Well said, Mr. Goodbread. Well said.
Hell yeah, I give Miss Goodbread $100 right now. She gonna try to do the most to give me back $80 because she don't want the responsibility of fucking that money up, bro. And then she don't want that embarrassment of me being able. You see, like these niggas get in a relationship and play tit for tat for all the wrong shit. How about y'all play tit for tat for that? Like, don't want to be the one to fuck the money up. You know what I mean?
Right.
But a lot of y'all girls, y'all want the task of holding down the finances, and then you go not knowing how to budget because your hell of a stupid mother taught you how to save and not invest.
Your mom's a hoe. Your mom's a
Saving
hoe.
is not going to get you out of poverty, y'all. You gotta invest that money. You gotta start to double your double. You gonna save until you take out, and ain't shit left. All right, come on, man. Let's wake the fuck up, man.
Who told you that?
Just a spray ass nigga. What you mean? Who tells me that? And I don't cause
Well, let me say this.
you're less likely to gonna cheat on your man that you invested in
Who told you that?
just a spray ass nigga. What you mean? Who tells me that?
People cheat. Women will cheat regardless. Women cheat people cheat because they want to. None of that matters.
Now,
none of that matters.
See that?
People who cheat and stay in a relationship because they know it's
staying in
is more beneficial.
Do you know the definition of being in pocket?
No.
Oh.
Okay.
Lie too aggressive.
I'm not being aggressive. It's just
too aggressive. What does that mean?
No.
She being aggressive because she don't know what the definition.
If she don't know the
I don't feel
definition
like
in the package, then that means
that's not being aggressive. That's just
she's normally the dominant person in the relationship.
So she picked beta niggas?
As soon as me as a woman, right? If I know the Bible, I know that as soon as I even try to dominate, I'm disrespecting God.
Okay.
And I will go to hell.
And you didn't know that in this conversation?
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
For that. You see what I'm saying? I don't want to go to hell.
Having a separate bank account under the covenant of a husband is a sin. So you will go to hell.
It's not. And you can find me a scripture. Please find me a scripture that says that if I have my own, and you want to know something that's
1 Timothy chapter 2 and 12. I suffer a woman not to teach, but to learn in silence. Furthermore, you know what? Let me pull it up. I'm pulling it up because I need to read it for y'all. I need to read it for you guys verbatim. I need to. Hold on, guys. Let's play it up.
Crazy. Geno Jennings, that's one of the pastors that I think is a real man of God. Geno Jennings disagreed.
Hold on.
He said when you get married, the husband is the head. Why if the husband is the head and and according to God, he's the provider, why are you worried about the woman's income? He said, my money is my money. He said my money is me and my wife's money, and her money is her money. Now,
can you stop it?
That's him.
This the shit that I don't really be liking about modern women. And this is what they do. They'll go to the church and they'll sit there and suck the preacher's dick and suck the pastor's whole dick. as if he really preaching the word of God when all he doing is indoctrinating them, you know what I mean, and sugarcoating shit and pandering to them. And then when it comes, they'll go home and not know how to listen to their man. When the Christianity is based on the patriarchal, and that is motherfucking God, man, woman, child. So how can these women like it's just don't understand, and you can't compare no other man to Geno Jennings because we are all unique. We are all our own individuals. You know what I mean? If we follow the word of God, we'll get a different result from what Geno got. You know what I mean? Same likewise. So she was wrong for that. But this again, they pick and choose who they want to follow, who they want to worship. They'll worship anybody other than the word of God, the true word of God.
Yep. No crab leg.
It says it in the
Yeah, I was about
Bible
to say
though.
Geno's law is not
That's him.
It says it in the
yeah, I was about
Bible
to say
though.
Geno's law is not the law of every man's household.
No.
It's not.
What
Yo,
I'm
it's
saying
not because you gotta remember
what he is saying is it does not contradict scripture.
it does not.
If
But
the
listen,
man
listen,
is
It could be
listen.
because
Interpreted. He's scripture based, and that's a fact. But you got to remember, the man is the leader. So if the man gets with a female and his leadership requires split or joint, then that's what it is. If the woman follow, you know what I mean? It's normally the man's leadership. You'd be surprised how many men get with these women and give them their money because that's how they were taught. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Now,
because Geno Jennings and Farrakhan and all them other niggas, they ain't in my household. I'm running this shit. I'm the king of this shit.
Once again, how you choose to run your household, that's your business. I'm not disagreeing on how you choose to run your household, but I just don't feel like my relationship has to be a reflection of yours. What works for your house,
You said
works
you
for your
don't
house.
you don't feel like
That's exactly what I said.
It ain't about feelings.
His household,
at the end of the day,
is his household.
You gotta remember.
However Mr. Goodbread run his household.
Right. And like women need to stop thinking their feelings matter as much as what needs to happen. Your feelings led you to having children out of wedlock. Your feelings led you from guy to guy monkey branching, and your feelings led you back in the past to say, hey, big head, damn, I should have married him. Damn, I should have locked in with him. Damn, I should have had him. Your feelings be all over the place. So no, ma'am, when you say you feel like, it's a trigger word for a man of competence, and he tells himself, oh shit, this girl don't know what she's talking about. Soon as you go based off of your feelings. It ain't no, the Bible never said, I feel like you shouldn't kill. I feel like thou shalt not kill. I feel like you should work for the rest of your life, Adam. I feel like you should be a helpmeet to your husband.
Good point. Great point. Great point. Great point. I feel like you shouldn't eat from the tree of knowledge and
Come
still be a
on.
dummy.
Let's go. We not here to play with y'all.
Right? Household is his house.
It ain't about feelings.
His household.
At the end of the day,
is his household.
You gotta remember.
However Mr. Goodbread run his household, right? Mr. Goodbread, y'all have separate accounts, correct?
Yes.
Are you not still the head of the household?
I am the head of the household.
So if my relationship will be the same way, right? Where we have separate accounts, but the man, he's still the head. What's the issue?
There's no issue. I don't see it.
Thank you. That's
Wait, can I say something?
Nah, mama, that wasn't simply it. I think that wasn't simply it.
Right, she tricked me. She fooled me. She
Right.
bamboozled me. That was
tried
me and her is not talking about the same thing though.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
Just like she used the Bible, she used Mr. Goodbread to fulfill her point in manipulation.
She tried to manipulate me. I'm thinking she talking about what I'm talking about. She not talking about what I'm talking about.
Oh man. Oh man.
I say something? Ephesians chapter 5, verse 23. For the husband is the head of the wife, as Christ is the head of the church, his body and himself, and its savior. There's no feelings there.
Listen, no feelings involved. And
okay,
so one better, Zone.
If I
Zone, I
take
can do you
feelings
one
out of
better.
it, I'm still not wrong.
But hold on. You know why? You know why? You kind of wrong, bro.
Wow.
You kind of wrong.
Shame, insult, guilt, and the need to be right. You can't make it up. You can't make it up.
Wrong, sis.
Thank
Because
you. Thank
let's
you.
go back. Let's go back to the beginning, the creation. What Zone is saying is accurate because our punishment was to come down here and work after you ate the apple, sis. Our punishment was to come down here and work. Y'all punishment was to come down here and be rude, his words, by
Yes,
men,
agree.
and to have the labor pains. So with that said,
Do
that
you?
ends all debate, all, you know what I mean? And that comes first before any of the other scriptures that we could bring
Agreed.
up.
Agreed.
Stop it.
Yo,
My only
Get
thing
some
is
help.
having separate. I'm
The champ is here. Dun, 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 dun. The champ is here.
Thanks. Like she need to stop, man.
Let's talk Bible.
Yeah, you parked her though. You parked her.
Let's
You
talk Bible.
parked her.
Other scriptures that we could bring
agreed.
up.
Agreed.
yo,
My only thing is having separate bank accounts. I'm still trying to figure out how's that a sin.
listen, my here's my thing, right? So I was kind of half joking when I said that.
Hold on. No.
You're
Zone.
going against the man's
Hold on. Pause
rules.
that real
He
quick. I
said,
know
So
we got
Mrs.
no, no.
Goodbread is
on
going
time.
against you, Mr. Goodbread, because
Okay,
that's
pause
how
that.
your household is doing, correct?
No, because I like it. Yeah, because she said it's a sin because you're not being vulnerable. When you get married and you merge, you're supposed to be vulnerable. So you being sneaky, that's sin. That's
Yep.
lying. That's lying lips. You know what I mean? That's lying lips right there. You being sneaky. That's just like when a man sit there and be wishing, and a married man be wishing that he could fuck another chick or another man wife. You know what I mean? Those thoughts that you generate turn into actions which create sin. That's the first stages of sin.
Yep. What's it?
It that way. I set the ground rules that it's that way because I don't need to worry about her shit. I don't need to have all the money because I don't take care of all the responsibilities. I need a female that's able to take care of responsibilities on her own. I don't need to be a tyrant. And that most niggas lose their girl when they try to be tyrant, when they take this red pill shit to the head. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's just the internet, guys. You take what you can take, you take the fish and spit out the bones. So no, she's not defying me. I need it that way, bro. I
when I
gotta
hear
invest. I need to focus. My money is my money because I'm putting in the investments. Now I'm growing the money. When I give her the money, you know what I mean? Now she gotta take that money and make something happen with it. You know what I mean? So
like
I can
Gucci
be
Mane
more
wife.
comfortable. You know what I mean? She bought a piece. She turned the money into peace. Woman,
Keep in mind, guys. Keep in mind. This is she's working for Goodbread. This is what God ordained for you to work for your husband, for you to cleave onto his desires. Uh, what's her name? La something. I forgot her name, but she's working for herself and she's bringing that to the table. What she's bringing to the table is the fact that she's able to take care of herself, cook and clean for herself, and do her own thing. So it's not necessarily for a man.
yeah, right. What OK is saying though is that fortunate I was able to start my own company. I worked for somebody, then I started my own company off of working for somebody. Then in my own company, I was able to hire Mrs. Goodbread. She worked for me. Now I'm extra up there. So I expanded the company and now she's running her own branch out of my company. And then it's in that order. But this is what I mean. You got to create your female. You got to
Mm-hmm.
create your females. Stop looking over the plain Janes. Know what I mean? Leave these chicks that just need sponsors alone, bro. You know the ones that just need a sponsor, bro. They just want you to sponsor these bitches. Leave them alone. Get you a plain Jane and create you a chick. Same way you create you a character in them video games, create your chick. That's part of a man's creation. We are the creators, bro.
Uh-huh.
Stop getting these ready-made hood rat bitches, bro. You know what I mean? Leave these bitches alone.
Shout out to y'all, chat. Shout out to y'all. We appreciate y'all, man. It is the righteous feel. Y'all hit that fucking like button, subscription button, and notification bell. We got Zone in the building. He's super late. Yeah, you Shout out to the brothers, though, man. I appreciate y'all for being here, anyways.
Women self-destruct with just cash. Women are not designed. Their God-given ability is not to get mad money. Their God-given ability is to turn mad money into peace. This is why without a man, you know what I mean, all that mad money is depression and more slavery for women. Ain't a woman out here without a man.
My thing is, hold on. Let me say this real quick. When I,
you know what I mean, all that mad money is depression and more slavery for women. Ain't a woman out here without a man with mad money that have peace. Show me up.
Told the truth.
What do they say? What do they say? What do they say? What do they say? Is this not the truth? Have I not been saying this? Did y'all not see this? What did it say? Did he just read it? Right, exactly. Haven't I been telling the truth? What do they say? Is this saying that I'm up here lying to you?
No, it's not saying Mr. Goodbread lied to y'all at all. You ain't never lied, Mr. Goodbread.
My thing is, hold on. Let me say this real quick. When I hear La Original speak, because this is what I hear. I don't, La Original's house gang. She's part of the fam. So when I hear her speak, this is what I hear. I hear that she's a righteous woman.
Right.
That's what I hear. I hear the righteousness in her. I've heard her speak numerous times on Mr. Palmer's channels. I believe her head is in the right place. I just think that what La Original may not have had the pleasure to run into is men who are confident and competent. Because when I hear her speak, that's the vibe that I get, is that
told the truth.
What do they say? 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 Is this not the truth?
She's never really had that. I mean, I could be wrong, but
I
the insecurity,
I can tell that too.
The insecurity of what, and I'm not saying this, and I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying, like, when I look at the women in my family who my grandparents married 60, 70 years, pops married, 20 something years, uncle married 30, 40 something years. All of those women, like the dudes in the beginning, yeah, they didn't have anything. Some of them had drug addictions and all that. But those men overcame all of that. And all of those women submitted to their husbands. All of those women, they have children. They have grandchildren. Their children have went to college. Their husbands bought and paid for houses. Their husbands bought and paid for cars.
With all due respect, what does them having children have to do with anything?
So what I'm saying is, those men who chose the women that they chose, those women recognize the confidence and the competence in those men. Hence, that's why they submitted to those men.
Right.
So I think everything that you're saying is, oh, what if this happens? Or what if that happens? When in reality, all you got to do is meet a man with competence and confidence, and that's it.
But it does. What I'm saying is, that man can have all the confidence and competence in the world. Us as humans, we are imperfect beings.
Oh my God!
We are all capable of backsliding. One thing about niggas, black people don't
no paper, no phone, no texting, no writing, nobody telling me what to say.
I like to think of, okay, I hate to be in a situation where something happened and I didn't even pay it no mind. Like, for instance, right? I know I'm gonna die one day. I don't know when, but I know what's gonna happen. So that's why I have life insurance. Or
who's usually in control of your relationships, La? Who's usually in control?
Do I look like the type? The nigga.
I'm just asking.
The nigga. The nigga. You see how she said it's just the conviction when she said the nigga.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
I think that nigga might be Pookie. I think the nigga is Pookie.
Because it seems like you try to be.
Because I like to be prepared.
It seems like you try to be the dominant one, like in these conversations.
How?
And
you heard what she said. She said it straight out of her mouth. Because I like to be prepared. Prepared for what? An exit plan.
You don't find that suspicious?
An exit plan.
I'm just assuming
No,
that
the reason why is because, like for instance, once again,
Mhm.
having a couple having two separate bank accounts, that does not mean the man is not the head. That does not mean the woman is not submissive. And I feel like you two, that's what you guys are trying to get at, but that can't be the case because that is how Mr. Good. Now everyone is different. That's how Mr. Goodbread's household is run,
can you
and
see
yet you still
yourself following a
demand.
man's lead?
Stop trying to compare yourself to Mr. Goodbread's situation. That's her own. See, that's her only leg to stand on, Mr. Goodbread. Her only leg to stand on is you in the Bible, but not her reality. Because her reality is sad to say. It sounds like she deal with a lot of beta males or niggas that just want to have sex with her. Shit.
Lead?
If I want to be a
Can
wife,
you?
wouldn't I have to?
No, I ain't talking about if, woulda, coulda, shoulda. I'm talking about, do you see
I just
yourself,
answered your question. I
Get
answered
some
your
help.
question.
like, say, in your
check this out.
relationships?
Check this out.
I just answered your question.
I
answered
don't
the
mind
question
you.
before you even asked it.
I don't mind
Not,
you
not.
having a separate
Well,
account.
you said you've never been married, but you've been in relationships.
Once again, if you want to be a wife, if that is a desire of yours, right now it might happen, might not happen. If you want to be a wife,
Well, I
right?
ain't even talking
And
about
if I
wife
know the
because ain't no
Bible
need to talk about wife if you never been one. I'm talking about relationships with men.
is a marriage, not a relationship.
We're not talking about marriage. I'm talking about
I'm talking about
relationships.
marriage
Every nigga
because
that you
marriage is a
fuck with.
form of a relationship.
Okay. Well, we're gonna talk about
So if
something
we're
that
going to talk
you ain't
about
never been
marriage,
in.
then it should be all marriages. It should
We're
not
talking about what your.
relationship. It should
We're
be
talking about
whether
your
we're married or
experience,
not.
though. I'm talking about
Uh-huh.
experience. What you've experienced.
How many baby fathers do you got?
But check this out.
Answer
Though.
me that.
Got her.
Listen, La Original. I don't mind the chick, my wife having her account separate, but I'm still gonna have access to it. I'm still gonna have the username and password to it.
Okay. Well,
'Cause
I mean, well, listen. Like I said, if that is how you want to run your household, I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Wait, hold,
If that's how you want to run it, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But if someone chooses not to do that, I don't think there's anything wrong with that either. I just think it varies per person. Once again, I don't know if Mr. Goodbread has access to his lady's account.
Hell yeah. I might run low on my account. I might need to hold your car.
Yes, sir.
No lie, you confuse me
Yes,
now.
sir.
Yeah, she had me
Yeah.
right there. Yeah.
You feel
Trying
me?
to
She
trick me. That's
tried.
what she tried to do. She's trying to
She
swindle
tried
me.
to play the game.
She swindled me. Like, why would you not? That's sinful. That's it. That sneak part right there is a sin.
Yep.
That's sin.
Mm-hmm. And that's what I was noticing and peeping about the whole conversation. She's using traditional talking points, but that's not her reality. Oh, you know what? Mr. Goodbread said this. I'm gonna use his talking point for my reality. It ain't the same.
Because
It's
it's
not the
Bible
same.
based. Because it's Bible. Nah, you can't hide behind the Bible. If the Bible ain't say that, then that's a lie on God's word.
Right.
That's a lie on God's word, and I can't do that. Can't do that at all.
Because it's her account.
That's part of
The same way
submitting
she
to
might
me.
not
I
have.
need you to submit everything. I need access code. I need
Right.
phone
So
code.
in order for the woman to be, in order for the relationship to work, y'all have to have access to each other's bank accounts. You couldn't just simply
you
say,
gotta
I
submit.
got
Hey,
quarterback. You
Hey,
can't.
La,
Let
you.
me ask. Let me
Hey, La,
ask
you.
you, please.
Guys, y'all seen what happened
You
now,
can't
man.
make
Y'all,
this shit
you
up,
can't,
yo.
you can't. I swear to God, you can't make it up with a Dr. Seuss book. You can't make it up if you try to come up with a kid's riddle. You can't make it up. Good bread, man. Thanks for that content. That was wonderful content, and it exposed female nature, and also it was breaking down the subject matter. What is a modern woman? And this modern woman absolutely got destroyed on the Good Bread Show. Um, I got to get on my purpose, so let's close out. Take him home real quick, Mr. Goodbread.
No doubt, y'all. Y'all drink responsibly, wrap up, strap up, and do not play with your life, guys. We do it for the culture, man. Y'all already know what time it is. Be looking for a video to be coming out a little later on today. It's a pre-record. Ain't no class today, so it's just an online class. So don't be late, y'all. Set y'all notifications. It's gonna be
right.
on the new channel, the Brutally Honest Goodbread. So subscribe over there, and we'll see y'all later.
That's right. That's right. And check me out later. You feel me? We're gonna do another late night one. 11:30. We're gonna be doing the whole stage part 13. Stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for that. That being said, skate to Mr. Goodbread's channel if you want to watch that full video in its entirety. Subscribe, like, share. Y'all know what to do, and we out of here, man.
Peace.
Peace.